Charleston has named its new and second Poet Laureate after writer, videographer, and musician Marcus Amaker's tenure ended in June. Let's welcome iahMae, Charleston's newly minted Poet Laureate. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, you spell your name interestingly, iahMae, so tell us the story behind this, if you will.
Well, my name is Asia, spelled with that H, and it's always been really special to me because my mother was very specific about the H. And when I decided to create a name for myself on stage, I wanted to give homage to the women in my family, and May is a very common middle name for us. And the dollar sign is honestly just because I'm very Southern, and you know, I was raised on hip hop and R&B, and that was my like little homage to that, and where I come from.
Yeah, well, people would say that you are the money when it comes to writing and speaking and your talent. So tell us a little bit more about why it was important for you to become Charleston's next Poet Laureate. What does that mean to you, and what does that mean to the community?
Well, to be honest, I was very nervous about doing it because I'm not a scholar. I've always just written. I've always just been a person who writes, and I thought it was important for somebody who is just a person who writes to go after something like this. And I don't know, I think it means a lot to like little me.
Is that right?
Yeah, and you know, little people who look like me, to see somebody like me up here now and know that like we really can get it out the mud.
And what is your inspiration behind your writing? What is it that you enjoy writing about?
I write a lot about family. I write about love and being from the South, Southern landscapes and architectures, but I also write a lot about identity and figuring yourself out. And I hope that people can start to see themselves in their writing and understand it as like self-preservation.
And for you, when you talk about being an inspiration to the young ones who get to watch you either on stage or just speaking in front of a crowd, when did you first get that sense that it was through the written word that you could best express yourself? And do you recall any of the first things that you ever wrote as a young person?
I've been writing for a long time. My mother taught us how to read and write very young. So I can remember being 3 and 4 and like writing things and figuring out like words mean things and that they're important. And I want to say about 2nd grade, writing my first story and actually getting good feedback. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, words really can do things.
Yeah, words do matter. And it seems like in an age where we rely so much on electronics and other means to express ourselves, that the ability to articulate oneself, to articulate feelings and thoughts is becoming less and less. Do you find that? Do you find that young people are having a more difficult time in expressing themselves, that they're taking to other means to do so?
Honestly, no. I think that what they're doing is creating their own languages. And I know that confuses a lot of people. It confuses me a lot of the time when I see things, but I think that that's exciting to know that there are so many things that can come out of not just the English language, but language in general.
Sure.
And each generation gets better at deciphering what it is for them.
Oh, very interesting. So I'm sure people are curious to know when they can come and see you perform. And do you have shows, or what do you call them? Just poetry reads and things like that? Yeah.
I don't have anything on the books now. I really took my time at the end of the year to like let this soak in, to celebrate with my friends and family and ease into the new year. But I am looking forward to getting outside in February for Black History Month, and then there's Women's History Month in March. I look forward to just being outside with the people again.
Yeah, and what do you endeavor, just a final thought for our audience, what do you endeavor to achieve during your time as Poet Laureate?
I really hope to push Charleston forward as an incubator space. I feel like we have so many talented artists in general, not just in poetry, but they just don't have the resources and the access to things, and I want to be instrumental in pushing that forward.
That sounds great. Well, thank you so much, iahMae. It's been a pleasure, and congratulations again.
Thanks.
We're back after this.